Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. And, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Cousins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. you have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Second down and goal. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Cook on the toss left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the number.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Third and goal for Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Joseph's got it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off play action, Newton. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Newton now to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins eluding the pressure right. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there just before halftime.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pass incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Gun. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Lines up where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Pulls it in at the 13. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. Until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fields this way up at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they do at the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is McCaffrey on the give. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cam goes out wide quickly. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a first down throw for Newton. Touchdown. That's caught. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and he
fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Newton now to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Again, it's Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Cousins. Throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Under 10. Check man. Check. 20.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on third down, Newton. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ricky. Hey, check. Hey, we're good. Check Mike 21. Gun. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Bound to lose one. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll throw now on the final play. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15.